Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. If you're watching this live, what up? Say what's up in the chat. If you're watching a replay or just started late, say what up in the chat. My name is Jeremy Marquez with J Marqeting. We call you close and power prospecting and everything else I do as well, bringing to you in your devices. So if you don't know who I am Jeremy Marquez of J Marqeting. We call you close as a service I provide. Power prospecting is my training program. Bring it together. We have J Marqeting and me. And you guys, of course, because if it wasn't for you, there would be no me when it comes to business, right? So what do? I cold call, I prospect, I use the phone to create new business for you guys. You hire me to make calls and different targets, different data to create leads, appointments, mostly for real estate listings. And if you're an investor, wholesaler, for you to acquire and then do what you need to do on the investment side. My role is kind of teeing you guys up, right? Making your life easier by cutting down your time, optimizing your time. Rather than you spending time calling daily, I do it for you. Now, if you're hiring me, I suggest that I'm not the only pull in the water you have. In fact, I highly suggest that you only expect about 30% of your business to come from me. And in fact, don't expect anything, all right? Expectations are weak. So I'm going to open up the group, get this shared a few places. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm also broadcasting over on facials, Facebook, and vice versa. So if you want to go on YouTube, I didn't do it, but next time, sometimes from time to time, I'll do a screen share. If you guys are in my group, I'm also going to share the Google Meeting room where I'm sharing in a private room for you guys that are in my cold calling group. If you want to come in there, ping me or let me know, and I'll send you the link for the Google Meeting room. In that room, you're able to get a platform view of Mojo as I'm maneuvering through it and using it, so you can pick up some insights and hopefully some training on that. Give me a moment, guys. Find my charger. Just moved into this place. And I have some rooms, so it's a little bit spread out. And so rather than I just having everything right on top of me, I'm a little bit spread out these days, which is awesome. So I have room to stretch out and do what I need to do. So if you guys are watching this, obviously, thank you. Otis, I know we had a meeting. I apologize. Things got crazy, man. We'll link it up later today or sometime soon. All right. So I don't want to feel bad if you jump onto my live and you're like, oh, man, Jeremy's supposed to meet me. We'll get it going, man. So let's see. We have Thursday, I believe, December 16th. Once again, I'm broadcasting live again from my new home office. It's in the Sacramento area. Give me a moment. I highly suggest that you only expect about 30. That's a pretty bad delay. So that was about a minute ago, right? I don't like that. So you'll see a link if you're on Facebook to the group Cold Calling Isn't Dead. That's one of my cold calling groups. People from do real estate, mortgage, any type of phone sales interacting in my group. I have over 400 people, 411, which is awesome. My goal is to get that group to 1,000 by the first quarter of 2022. What are we doing there? We just share and help each other get better. No solicitation. Nobody's trying to get you to sign up for services. Purely tips, tricks, things like that, right? All right. So again, if you want to jump in, if you're in my group, if you want to jump into the Google room, I can shoot you a link for that. It's kind of like the Zoom room, same sort of thing. You'll get a platform view of what I'm doing. If you're tuning in on any platform, please say hello in the chat. We're going to call expired listings on this session. We may switch over to something. We'll probably switch over to something. I usually bounce around after some calls. Okay. So let's open the filters up. I want to call the older ones first. I think we're going to actually, let's call the new ones first. I'm going to start from the 13th. So Monday. And we're going to put a minimum price point of 200,000 because I don't want to send my clients out on anything less than 200,000. That's the price point. We don't want to go under that. All right, when I do these streams, guys, it's best when I just forget that it's rolling. I know that it's rolling, so I will give you guys some insight and stuff, but I want to just focus on calling. So when you're watching, you're really just observing me do what I do on a daily basis for my clients.
Using your touch-tone phone, please enter your PIN number. You are now logged into the Mojo Dollar. Please press the start button.
Give me a moment, guys.
Begin calling.
Hold on. I got to finish doing something real quick. In the meantime, if you guys have questions, drop it in the comments, please. It's like I stopped doing what I was doing halfway through. Kind of scattered. I told you I just moved. So, as you guys know, I was traveling from the middle of July until about Thanksgiving with their road trip. And I'm just getting back into my hometown, and I just got into an apartment a couple of days ago, which is also my home office, as you guys know. So things are a little bit everywhere, but we still put the grind in, right? I felt a little bit off because I missed a little bit of prospecting time when I was moving, but it is what it is. I have to do what I have to do. So now it's time to grind and make up for that. All right, got some snacks, got some hydration. Now we can sit down and focus on the grind. So let's see what we have here before I start dialing. If you have any questions? Nobody's on asking questions on YouTube. What about facials? Nope, we're good. You guys are asleep still. Well, wake up, wake up. I get motivated and pumped up when you guys start asking me questions and we're interacting. So let's play. And also, this is my first major stream at this property with the new Wi-Fi. So if you guys give me thumbs up, thumbs downs, let me know how the sound and audio quality is in the comments, please. That would be helpful. I mean, I do these to help you guys out. So if you can help me with little crap like that, that'd be good.
Been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 931505081 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Candy. This is Jeremy with Anderson Scott. We have a question about the property on Redbud. When you get this, if you can call us back or send me a text for the better time to call you today, 615-431-8271. 615-431-8271. Who else uses Mojo in here? Raise your hand or put in the comments if you guys use Mojo. I have a question about the Mojo voice feature. For those of you that use it, you can help me out there. That'd be great. So I'm going to call them back real quick. We just want to get them on the phone.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
So we're using the click to call feature. When you're using Mojo, if you want, you can turn the click to call feature on, and it allows you to maneuver through the data a little bit more efficiently. So you can choose which number to call and move at your own pace rather than the 3-line dialer. It's not always about quantity, guys. Okay, it's not always about, oh, I made 1,000 dial. No. Sometimes when I'm going through data, let's say I only have a few leads, I'm going to take my time and go through them because there's value there. I want to work them thoroughly rather than just burning through data. If you guys are watching on Facebook, if you're a member of the Cold Calling Isn't Dead group or my Rookie to Relevant group, if you want to join the Google room and hang out in there, I'm doing a screen share in there, and we can also interact in there as well on a private level. Just drop in the comments that you want the invite. I'm gonna call Mojo while you guys are on the phone with me. Why not?
Please press 5 to have your call connected. This call may be monitored or recorded.
You've reached Mojo Selling Solutions. Please choose from the following options. For sales, press 1. For customer support, press 2.
Hey, Brandon, I just have a quick question about the Mojo voice.
Yeah, sure. Could we help?
Well, I'm using it and I'm just getting to know it. In the past, I've used like a Google Voice number as my caller ID. Could you kind of just give me a brief overview? Like I am prospecting all day long for on our team, and I just want to kind of see what all I can do with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to it. It's a virtual phone number that you can use as your caller ID when you're making your outbound calls. We have 2 different versions of it. We have a standard version and an enhanced version. The standard version is just a call forwarding or call routing. When they call the number back, it gets forwarded or routed to whatever line that you directed to. The enhanced version has a voicemail attached to it, so if somebody calls that number back, you could have it go directly to a voicemail. And in that voicemail, you can then listen to it within your Mojo, and you can also get an email of that voicemail.
Got it. My team lead set it up for me, and I think he set up the enhanced because I do see where I can listen to my voicemails.
Okay, yeah, and the other reports are the Mojo voice report.
Okay.
If there were any voice.
And then, is there a texting feature? For some reason, I want to say in the past you guys had that, or maybe it was a different platform that I was using.
Yeah, it had to have been a different platform. We've been really trying to stay away from texting. There's just a lot of regulations behind it.
I bet. And there's no reason for you guys to even mess with that with this solution. I hear you.
Yeah.
What about when you have somebody like myself ask what you guys suggest for a third party? Are you able to recommend a texting feature?
Honestly, I don't know of anything specific for texting, but we know people have connected texting services through a third party middleware app called Zapier.
Zapier.
Yeah, it allows you to do like integrations between different programs.
I've seen that. Yeah.
They've used that. Like Zapier isn't the texting program, but it's text.
Right.
So, yeah, we've had people who do that, where they, find ways to trigger it and things like that.
Okay. Well, because here's my thought. I have no choice in this. I have to use what my admin says because it's his account. So in the past, what I've done, and I've used Google Voice, and so like when they call me back, I'll have it up in another tab, and then I'll just create a text conversation sometimes that way and continue dialing. I'm just trying to figure out things I can do to, make up for that.
Yeah, I think a service called Twilio is something that people have used for texting before.
Twilio, all right. I don't know. I've heard of it.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, where you can you just pop open their tab and then you can text that way.
And you think I can integrate the Mojo voice with that somehow?
I don't know, probably not with Mojo Voice.
Because I need to be able to use that number,
Yeah, Mojo Voice, unfortunately, that number is a landline number. So it can't receive.
If they try to text back, they would get a error message.
Yeah, they'd get that message like this is a landline.
Okay, then we may need to get away from that because that's good information for us to know because I want people to be able to text back and say, hey, who is this?
Yeah, no, understandable.
Okay. Good information. I need to discuss that with admin then. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else while I have you? No, man, I like it. I like Mojo a lot, especially like the skip tracer feature lately. We've been getting a lot of off-market listings with no names, and that skip tracer tool is just saving it.
Excellent. Glad it's working out for you for sure.
Yeah. When you guys do those webinars, is it a recorded thing or do you guys do them live daily?
They're just live daily. They're not recorded. We offer them twice a day.
Okay. So I can jump in we can interact even if you had a question.
Yeah, there's question and answer session at the end. The first 3/4 of it is them just doing the presentation, and then at the end they open up for questions.
Nice. I mean, I run an ISA service, so I've used RedX, Vulcan, I've used them all, and I've used Mojo before. I'm just really liking it now.
Excellent. Perfect. Yeah, we've been cruising along, just always trying to build ourselves bigger and better. So glad it's working out.
Are you guys offering an affiliate offering?
No. We got away from doing affiliate stuff probably a little over 10 years ago.
I still send my people to you guys right now when they ask, so it's all good.
I appreciate it, for sure. It just got real messy. I personally have been with the company for 12 years, so I remember when we used to do the affiliates, but it got real messy with so many coaches and firms and brokerages and this and that, and special pricing for this and special pricing for that, and the affiliate link for this other person. And so we just kind of threw our hands in the air one day and said, all right, whatever, we're done with it. We're going to be standard pricing across the board for everyone.
When you guys don't even really have to do it, you are doing it to help out trainers and that type of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool, man. All right. Appreciate your time. I'm going to get back to the dialer.
All right, glad to help, sir. Hope you have a great one.
Later. Got that live. Mojo, good customer service, guys. Good customer service. All right, let's jump back in and call some more expireds. So let's call some older ones. Let's call some from October. I'm going to put October 1st. And then I'm going to call the old ones first. Why? Because these people, they were selling it at some point. Now it's off the market. So they didn't relist. They're not getting called as much. So they've had some time to think about things. And they're not as pissed off as they were. So maybe the situation is different. Let's see. you're just joining the stream, thank you for checking us out. Please drop in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, and what you do in sales and marketing. If you're real estate, mortgage, solar, that type of thing, or none of the above. I'm also going to be rolling out a master training next year. So basically, if you guys see that my business that I've built, I started this almost 6 years ago out of some ideas that I had from past experience. Okay. I've put together a whole business out of it with services, and I get contacted on a daily basis by real estate professionals worldwide about my services, right? They contact me right now. Not a lot, but a few, right? And it's just a one man. So what I'm getting at, the master class, the master training that I'm going to offer, it's going to be a big thing. I'm really going to be I'm going to be giving away my everything in this training. I'm going to teach whoever wants to learn, entrepreneurial minded individuals who are in the same situation of working for corporations, the 9 to 5, working for somebody else, and you're doing great. But unfortunately, in your role, there's just not much room for advancement. You're ready to do something on your own. So my master training will help you and train you and guide you along the way of jumping in and making your side hustle your full-time gig, right? Because when I first started this, it was just a side hustle, a way to make some extra money, a way to use my skills in between jobs. Rather than going back and working for another company, I made my in-between hustle into my job, into my career, into a company that will service real estate professionals worldwide for ongoing, right? And the platform and the infrastructure that I've built up is automated. Right? The systems that I have in place, everything works on its own. So I can step back from the business development and actually do the service part as well. So I know there's a few of you that have asked me and ask me all the time about, how I got started with this service and how, interested in possibly getting it going for yourself. So I'm going to roll out a master training of getting a virtual assistant or a virtual sales cold calling marketing company started for yourself, right? And then train and mentor you along the way, showing you and helping you with things that I've done to get this going. And I haven't done this perfect, and it's not exactly how I would like it to be. However, I do not go to work every day and work for somebody else. I get up, I get ready, and I work for myself on a daily basis at home. I'm making just as much, if not more, than I would be if I worked for somebody else going to a company on a daily basis. I have the luxury of working on an island if I chose. I have the luxury of going in my car and driving down to the beach, getting some work done, and then going to the beach if I chose to. This lifestyle is a lifestyle that I'm not on a yacht or in private jets, maybe at some point, who knows? But I'm happy. I'm taken care of. And things are good, man. And I'd like to be able to help guide you guys along the way if you have interest in getting your own, what was a side hustle into a full-time legitimate business. So if you guys have interest in that, even if you're a realtor, or even if you're like, let's say you work in customer service at AT&T, or let's say whatever it is that you do and you're ready for just to do something different. It doesn't have to be the blueprint of what I've done with J Marqeting at all. Let's say you're any industry, any service industry, taxes, mortgage, any type of industry that services consumers, there's sales. There's a sale that's made. There's marketing and there's sales, either at a very low level, at a very high level, right? And so when these businesses, when you guys get successful and you start having success in your sales, eventually you're going to get busy to a point where you can't continue those sales, right? So in comes the delegation. You delegate certain things in your business to keep your business going. So businesses like mine are needed more and more in 2021 and beyond. And it makes more and more sense to delegate parts of your business like that rather than doing it on your own.
This is not a valid PIN number for this calling profile. Please try entering your PIN again. Using your touch tap. This is not a valid PIN number for this calling profile. Please try entering your PIN again. Using your touch. We're now logged into the Mojo Dollar. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Let's go. Otis, thanks for tuning in, man. And again, I did say earlier, you know how it is, man. Things just got crazy. We'll figure it out. I know you're probably with your kids now. And you guys, if you guys are in here, like, who's he talking to? I'm talking to Otis Washington, local realtor in the Sacramento area. We had planned to do a coffee earlier, but didn't work out. If you guys are watching on YouTube or on Facebook and you want to jump into the private Google room, let me know. I'll send you an invite. The Google room has a view of the platform so you can see how I'm using it. Jeremy callers running around. Okay, cool, man. It is, that is what it is. Call me the flake this morning. When we do meet, I'm buying coffee. Yeah, I definitely want to check your guys' office out. That's cool that you guys are doing something in Oak Grove too. Sounds awesome. How's the video quality, Otis? How's the sound quality? I'm using a new Wi-Fi system, so first time really doing one of these lives at the new apartment. If you guys are on Facebook, jump over to YouTube and hit that like button, please. If you're on YouTube, jump over to Facebook and hit that like button, please.
Hello. Please listen carefully as the number you have dialed may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Press 1 now for English. Please make your selection now. All other callers press any key now.
Are you guys at the office, or what are you up to today? You out doing some Christmas shopping for mom?
8 0 6 5 6 8 7 0 5.
Okay, so we're calling older expires. So these expires came off of the market. Back in October. And now they're still off the market. So we're calling to see if they still want to sell, and then talk to them about what they thought happened when they attempted to put it on the market previously, right? So the thing is, in this very hot market, we know that properties that are priced right, they're usually selling quickly.
Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message.
They're usually selling very quickly, right? And the ones that aren't, they were probably overpriced or something happened. So let's find out what happened, and let's find out they still want to sell. The biggest thing to find out when we're calling off-market listings is let's get them talking about what the motivation was. Like if they live there, why were you selling? Maybe they were moving, downsizing, upgrading, whatever it may be. Whatever the plans were didn't happen. So let's get there, start pulling on some emotions, tugging on those emotional cords, and get them to open up. And once they start opening up about what their plans were, that's when you're engaging in that real estate conversation. The more of those types of conversations that you have on a daily basis, the more warm leads, the more appointments, the more listing opportunities, the more acquisition opportunities you're going to have. In this case, it's going to be a listing on the open market. Now, sometimes they say, "Oh, we don't."
Please leave your message for 6.
We don't want to put it on the market. Oh, that's fine. We have buyers who are looking for properties in your price point. However, we need to take a look at it first. When will be a good time for me to come by, take a look at the property? Are you available tomorrow at 10 a.m. or 1 p.m.? And then be quiet, right? And maybe they don't set on that attempt, but then you just keep engaging. 2 attempts, 3 attempts. You keep talking to them. And if it doesn't make sense to set the appointment, then you're creating a lead that you will intend to follow up with. And make sure they know your action plan. Make sure that they're engaging. Oh, I'm going to send you a text with a link to my resume. If you wouldn't mind replying, so I know you got it. If you wouldn't mind replying, so I know you got it. Even though we know they got it, even though we know we'll get a notification, this engages them, right? So now you have them on the phone. Now you have them replying to emails. You're getting to do different things, and subconsciously, now they're engaged in a relationship with you, whether they know it or not. About right. That's what's up, Otis. Good stuff. Let me read that for those of you who are on YouTube. Otis said he called a for sale by owner yesterday, multiple properties they want to get out of the rental. See, that's the thing. And they probably know a realtor, but that doesn't mean anything. Your timing was one point on.
I can't take a call right now. Please leave a message, and I will call you back.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Nice, Otis. Congrats. And that's the thing. Now and nothing's going to happen on that first call, but you're going to eventually be able to work that into multiple transactions if you are able to convert that. Okay, we'll look at tomorrow afternoon then. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get Pete involved. If Peter's around. I'd like to meet with you first, though, and then see. We'll talk about bringing Peter in.
You call. However, if you leave your name, your phone number, and a brief message, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hi, this is Jeremy with Anderson Scott Realty. I had a question about your property that you just took off of the market over on Franklin Limestone. If you can give me a call back at 615-431-8271, 615-431-8271. We're also live on Instagram over here. If you guys are on IG, we're also live on Facebook and on YouTube. Links in the bio if you want to come over there and check it out. If you guys are in my private group or my groups on Facebook and you want to join the Zoom room, it's like a Google room, let me know. I can send you a link for that. Other than that, guys, we'll just focus on making these calls. We've got to have some conversations.
Your message for 615.
So these are older expireds, right? We're calling about the property. The biggest thing is the motivation. Are they still motivated to sell? And the reason, how do we find that out? Not say, hey, are you still motivated to sell your house? No. You ask open-ended questions like,
039681.
if you guys had sold the property back in September as intended, what were the original plans? If you had sold when it was on the market, if you had got the right offer, what were the original plans? What were the original plans if you had sold when it was listed? Make sure to say those clearly because it's stuff in their mind that rings bells. I don't know what bells it rings, but it does a system of steps through their mind that gets them to engage, and it starts jerking. Now they're saying, oh, well, we were selling to move closer to be to my wife's mother in Los Angeles. Oh, and then you say, you guys were going to be closer to your wife's mother in Los Angeles? So when they give you some information, you always reiterate what they just told you. As silly as it is, you pause, reiterate, and then pause to get them to confirm. Because now they've just shared some really solid information that's personal to you, to them. And you just cold called them a minute ago. Now you're in there. Hi, Z-Do. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call back. So you reiterated. Okay, so you were going to be closer to family. I see. So now they're starting to get reacquainted with their feelings of how they felt to be closer to family and the frustration the property didn't sell. Okay, well, if you were to sell today, if somebody brought you a bag of cash today, would you accept that offer? Is going to be closer to family still something you guys need to do, want to do, have to do? Right? Well, actually, my wife's already gone down there. So my wife's in Los Angeles and I'm here. Wow, that must be tough. What time would be a good time for me to come over tomorrow to look at the property so we can help you get closer to your wife, right? So now you know why they were selling. You know that he wants to sell because he misses his wife and the family's down there. The kids are down there, everything. You can use all this stuff. You have to use all this stuff in your conversation. Why? It sinks It sinks your claws in to their feelings. Now you're engaged. Now you have a really good opportunity to be able to convert this not only to a lead, but an appointment and potentially a lifelong client. Let's see if we can get somebody on the phone here and we can demonstrate that. I just spilled some stuff. Give me a minute. Somebody answers the phone finally when I'm over here cleaning up a mess I just made. Watch. Hello, Zidu? Hello? I was trying to reach Zidu or Mezerit. Oh, she finally said hello, and then she hung up. I'm going to try to call back again. Think we got disconnected. Tell her. My bad, guys. That's how you know I'm a real human. I'm over here making mess and stuff and shit and crap. Like my coffee mug. Baldwin. All right, I'm going to stop bugging her. Let's move on to the next one. Where? Nice. We'll figure it out, man. I mean, I don't think you're ready to pull the trigger on anything yet, ready to move forward with anything yet. So we'll figure it out. And regardless, it doesn't have to be face-to-face if that was the case, you know. So we'll figure it out, even if it's just for our meet and greet. Thing is, since you're local and since you're engaged so much in my stuff, man, like I feel like we should, you know, be doing interacting. We'll figure it out. Here's all the YouTube streams if you guys want to go over there. All right, let's go. Got the
Hello.
Hi.
This is my phone. Leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bye-bye.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Call Apartment House. If this is a maintenance emergency.
All right, IG. If you want to continue watching the stream, go to Facebook or YouTube. I'm live there. There's a link in the bio. Hello, this is Jeremy with Anderson Scott Realty. I was trying to reach Carletta or Mr. Arnold.
Yeah, this is Devin.
Hey, Devin, Jeremy. Giving you a
Yeah.
quick ring about that property on Moss Road. Did you guys still have an interest in selling at some point?
Yeah, at some point.
Because it looks like you tried a little bit earlier, a few months back, and just didn't sell. Do you have any idea why?
Man, we put it out there. I got a realtor just trying to put it out there to see what it was worth, see what we could probably get on the market. Yeah, man, just put it out there just to see what it was. But I got a couple offers back, but it was something I just didn't sell.
Looks like it's somebody that will need, perfect. It have to be specific. They were ready to go ahead and build, that type of thing,
Yeah.
So you said you had some offers, but just not what you wanted.
Yeah.
Looks like you had it listed at 324. Can you just tell me what the closest offer was?
Well, that's what I had it listed first at 350, and then I got 324, and then that's why I put it there to see if I could get anything else. But that was the highest I got.
What happened to that buyer? Where did they go?
I just decided it was a church that wanted to buy it.
So my thought.
That's family land.
My thought was we had a few months ago, I had a partner who was thinking about building. So that's why I was giving you a call just to see what your stance was first. And then after talking to them this afternoon, I'll ring or email you and let you know if they wanted to make an offer on it.
Okay.
Bare minimum you'll take. Just be straightforward with me so I can let them know.
Bare minimum. I mean, see, it's a tricky lot because, man, some stuff I haven't looked into. This is actually a cell tower on the property, and it's actually under lease. So I don't know. Like, I haven't really looked into that part of it to see how much, like, what would happen if I broke contract. Because whoever got it, they might have the opportunity to break contract with the lease agreement people and do some of their own stuff. They might make a lot of money off this thing. So, I don't really know.
What are they doing with it now?
It was just it's just leased out to a cell tower company or something. So it was family land.
Are they using it?
Yeah. It's a live cell tower.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, could you find out and maybe we can hop on a call tomorrow? I'll talk to my partner and then we can talk again tomorrow either way.
Yeah, man, that sounds good.
Cool. I'm Jeremy. You're Devin. I have an email, Carlin123walker@gmail.
Okay.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, no, that's for my cousin Carletta. So I'm majority owner, so he'll end up having to go through me. So she's on the property with me, but I'm majority owner of the property.
What's the email?
Devin.arnold10@gmail.com.
Devin.arnold10@gmail.com.
Yep.
Okay. When we get done, I'll shoot you a contact email so you know who I am and have my number and everything. And we'll talk again tomorrow around the same time. Is that all right?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Thanks. Talk to you then.
All right, man.
Bye. All right. So it's a piece of land. He is getting an income on it, which is nice because he has a cell tower on it. However, he'd like to sell it if he could. He's going to find out if he can sell it. I'm going to see if we have a buyer and move on to the next. Now, if that goes into something, great. But that's a demonstration of how you want to handle an off-market listing. He was willing to play with us, so we played and we walked through the steps. I asked him, basically what had happened. So he was selling. He had an offer. He should have taken that offer, really. But he was, he wanted a little bit more, so we leased it out. Now he's going to find out if he can sell, if he breaks the lease, and then we're going to reconvene tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we have a buyer. But we're just going to follow up tomorrow and just have the conversation. Got the email, which is good. So that's a solid lead. And he's a property owner, right? So let's say that nothing happens on this property. That's okay. He has other property, guys. We want to be able to create a relationship. I just created a relationship with Devin for my team. Okay. He's the majority owner. He said, don't worry, I'm the majority owner. I'm the guy you need to talk to if we do any business. And that's good to know. It's a family-owned piece of property. Also good to know. All that stuff that he did, minimal as it may seem on that call, please believe it's not minimal. You need to make note. And because that type of stuff you can recall in the conversation when you're speaking to them. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of things here. He'll get a text and an email, and then we'll put him on for a follow-up call tomorrow just to see if he could sell, what the penalty would be, and that type of thing, or if he can't. And at that point, I'm going to engage with other property. I'm going to see, is there anything, do you have any other properties that you're looking to buy or sell, right? And then establish a relationship there. See how that works, guys? You have to be patient. You have to know that it will happen. I've been on the phone. That was the first conversation we've really had, okay? Had just a bunch of nothing. I could have easily given up and gone and done something else, but I kept calling, and I'm going to keep calling after this because I know that if it's a numbers game, and with the skill set and the process and system in place, as long as we keep dialing and smiling, we're going to have leads. We're going to have appointments. We're going to have opportunities like Mr. Walker, Devin, I believe that's his name, Arnold, Devin Arnold. That's his partner or his family member's last name is Arnold, I believe. All that will come up, if we end up engaging, all that stuff will correct itself. So it's not a big deal right now on the front end. It's not as big of a deal as you guys would think it would be. All right. So on to the next. Good one. Don't know who that is. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to restart the dial session because that information that I was given from customer service, I don't like that. I need to be able to have a Google Voice number in there. Let me see if I can set that up real quick. Otis, what'd you think, man? You need to hire me and let me start that Just Sold campaign. As good as your intentions might be, bro, you're not going to be able to do it consistently every day, as you need to be, especially once you start getting busy. And at some point, whether it's tomorrow, next week, next month, you're going to hire me and we're going to kill it. So let's just go ahead and get it in. Talking to you, Otis. Okay, enough of the sales pitch. Yeah, man. So just sold, just listed, open house, any type of circle prospecting right now is so fire. It's great because these leads aren't being called as much as expires and FSBOs. Even if it's not your property, even if it's your partner's property, even if it's a property in a neighborhood that's not even associated with you, you can do a just sold, just listed campaign around it. You don't need to say it was your property, guys. You don't have to lie to them. You can just say, hey, a property just sold across the street, 123 Cherry Lane. There's about 15 offers on it, meaning only one got it. There's 14 other buyers looking to buy in your neighborhood. If the price is right, would you sell? And we know they get called all the time, but it's completely different. You've never had that conversation with them. So get all that negative stuff out of your mind, guys, and let's smile and let's dial. I'm sorry, Paula, what was that? Vark Tech? I appreciate your spam in my stream, Paula. When you're doing just listed, just sold, circle prospecting, when I first started doing that years ago, I was like, okay, we're going to find a buyer. Cool if you find a buyer, but that's not why you're doing circle prospecting. All you're doing is creating more relationships with other sellers, potential sellers in that neighborhood. What? Yeah, you just sold a property, and guess what? Why wouldn't you want to sell more in that neighborhood? Why? Why not? Why not? Of course, you're going to call every single neighbor. Of course, you're going to create a relationship with every single neighbor. Of course, you're going to send mailers out to every single neighbor. Of course, you're going to do that. And if not, of course, you're going to find your way out of real estate. Of course, you're going to quit in about 2 years and blame it on the leads. Come on now. Hi, John. I have no clue, but I think my audio might be messed up here. Let's see here. Or maybe it's the damn blowers out there. It's messing me up. All right, let's switch it up. I want to call something different. Let's call some investors. You guys, if you have the option, you need to be subscribed to it. David, if you're tuning in, thank you. Anybody that's tuning in, thank you. Drop in the comments, please. And thank you. Drop. in the comments, please. And thank you. Drop. Skip Tracer just found a whole bunch of data. That's why I like it. They only charge $30 a month, and you're gonna really get a lot of value there. Not using it, it's really interesting why you're not, to me. All right, we have 89 for rent by owners to dial.
Insert this caller ID in the Moto dialer. Goodbye. now moved to the middle dollar. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Okay, so these are for rent by owner leads, FRBO. Why do we spend time calling those? When you hire us, when you hire We Call You Close, why do we call for rent by owner? So for one, it's a great change of pace after being beat up when you're calling expires. So you're changing the pace because now you're calling property owners that own property as assets. It's not debt. They have this property as a business asset, and that's how they think about it. So when you go in, you need to understand the mindset of the investor that you're calling, okay? So with the market being so hot, wouldn't you want to know how much equity you have to invest in other properties for your portfolio? So you want to get them thinking if they could sell this property and acquire more to double their revenue. Why not?
Good afternoon, BWE Realty.
Good afternoon. I was calling about 2605 Woody Hill.
Yes, sir. I have taken an application and security deposit on that home, so I'm going to be taking it off the market.
Okay. You guys manage it for Mr. Zarir?
No, that's not the owner's name.
I apologize, but you do manage it for the owner?
No problem. Yes, I do.
Great. I'll make sure to remove it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's our competition. So that's our competitor. Hello?
For calling me at 973-903-8061. Currently on another line. The call is very important to me. Assistant. Hello?
I think I might have the wrong number. I was trying to reach the Phams, Mr. or Mrs. Pham.
Yes, yeah, the wrong number.
Apologize. Have a good one.
Okay, you too, bye.
Bye.
It's Randall Smith, the Celebration Lounge. Please leave your message and I'll return the call. Thank you.
For those of you guys that have been tuning in to the stream, do appreciate it. Please, if you have questions, please drop them in the comments, okay? Interaction is encouraged. The algorithm will send my stream out more when you're interacting. So if you could help with that.
There has been an error and the property you called is no longer reachable.
Calling for rent by owner leads. These are people who have their property up for rent.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? That's weird. Calling back. You want to be very careful with these guys because you're not going to get a lot of them. You only get a couple of them a week. If you want, you can ask for old ones and they may provide that. Hello?
Please leave your message for Jessica.
All right, for those of you that have been tuning in this morning, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to wrap this live for now. If you go to my channel, I have hours of content. I am seeking 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help with that, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. That'd be great. If you guys need help with your cold calling, if you're ready to hire a service to call for you, or if you'd like to talk about some training, let me know. If you're interested in the master's class training of starting your own virtual sales team service or something similar to what I'm doing, let me know. I'm going to start a waiting list for that. And that's going to be a very intimate environment. So there's only going to be a few that I'll work with at a time, one-on-one, and then we'll roll it out on a large scale to be able to show the success of that.